What's up YouTube, it's your girl Shay and I'm back with another video. But today I wanted to simply create a video about things you do not expect when you are entering into the PTA program. Yeah, I recently got selected to be into the PTA program. It is such an amazing opportunity, but you have to give up a lot of stuff in life to be in this program, y'all. So I'm gonna talk about the things that you do not need to expect if you're thinking about going into the PTA program. I never really told you guys what PTA is, and a lot of people really don't know, so I'm just gonna go into a brief description of what PTA is. PTA stands for Physical Therapy Assistant. We work directly under DPTs, which are doctoral physical therapists. We work under doctors, and we pretty much carry out all of their interventions that they want us to do, all of their exercises. They are the ones, PTs, physical therapists themselves, are the ones that are diagnosed and doing the evaluations, doing the re-evaluations, and really just have that initial approach. And I feel like we are the warriors of the, I kind of like to think of it like, you know, you have your sergeants in the army. Your sergeants are not necessarily, they're the teachers. Like, they're not necessarily on the front line all the time. They're important people that they send their troops out first. I feel like we are the frontline people. We are the troops of physical therapy. We are the ones on the front line teaching this patient how to walk again. And we are the ones that are literally probably, and it's different in every facility, but most of the time we're the ones that are spending the most time with the patients, because we're the ones that are going to carry out the exercises and stuff. So I'm super stoked to be that person. I've had my own injuries myself, and I've always wanted to be that person to people, because my PT literally was one of the best PTs, and he literally changed my life, y'all. Like, I was really out here walking with a limp, and after PT sessions and stuff like that, like, I was able to walk normal again. And I didn't think that physical therapy was that important. I took it for granted, y'all. I took it for granted. I was depressed. I was upset because I play basketball, so I couldn't do the very thing that I love the most. So I didn't do my exercises. I bullshitted it. I told him every time I went there that I did. And I knew, you know, as a PT, when your patient is not doing their exercises because they become worse than what they were. And we would do our measurements on my knee, because obviously I had to bend my knee to a certain point, and I needed it to be straightened out to a certain point. And it wasn't where it needed to be. As a matter of fact, I was going backwards. I was going backwards because I wasn't on top of my stuff. I really wasn't. And it could have permanently disabled me. Scar tissue built up, and I was walking with a limp. My knee was constantly bent like this, and it's, you know, luckily I got blessed and I tore my ACL again, so the doctors were able to go in and take out the scar tissue, and woo, now I have a second life. But PTA, PT, everybody on that front line is important. People don't know that, you know, until you go through it. So first and foremost, don't expect a lot of free time. The PTA program is a very demanding program. It requires your undivided full attention. You have no time to be slacking. You got no time to be going through baby mama drama, boyfriend girlfriend drama, fake friends. You don't have time for it. You kind of just have to trust your journey. But you're gonna lose a lot of people in this program. Like, you're probably gonna have friends that are probably gonna feel some type of way that you're not spending time with them. But just know it's all a journey. It's all a journey, and of course, those who love you will stick with you. Recently, me and my mom, I've missed 3 Sunday dinners, y'all. Me and my family, we get together every Sunday and we have a Sunday dinner, and I've managed to miss 3 already. Literally, I've only been in classes for 3 weeks, so that kind of just lets you know. And I didn't think it was gonna be like right off the back. Like, I thought it was gonna be chill the first couple days, but it wasn't like that. We literally got straight into the material. I literally have so much work to do, and it is overwhelming, and it is very, very time consuming. And I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm just simply saying this to let you know to be prepared. People assume that just because you're in a program, it's going to be all hands on. First and foremost, that's not true. Right now I am learning about the history of PTA, and I'm learning the different roles, and I haven't touched nobody yet. That's all I'm saying. And like, of course, a lot of it is hands-on, but you have a lot of book work that you have to know. You have a lot of diseases that you have to catch up on. Like, you have a lot of stuff that you need to know. Like, you have to know what these muscles are. You can't just be touching on people and not knowing what you're touching on. That's super unprofessional. So before you even get to all of that touchy stuff, you guys have to, I mean, if you decide to go into the program, you're going to be doing a lot of book work. You're going to be informing yourself on a lot of stuff. The teachers are going to be doing a lot of lectures. It's not all just, oh, I'm going to learn how to massage first day. It's not like that. I'm sure it gets a lot more hands-on like as I progress into the program, but right now it's not that hands-on. I'm in my books 24/7. All right, next thing, and this is super important, so I'm going to need for you guys to kind of bring it in and hear this in. Procrastinating is not a thing that's going to get you by in PTA school. If you think you're going to be able to come to PTA school and be able to cram stuff, you're going to be in a lot of trouble, y'all. Trust me. I am that student. I mean, I am. Let me not speak that into existence. I was that student before I got into the program. Like, I've always been an auditory listener. Honestly, I've never really had to study. That's another issue I'm having right now. Like, I really don't know how to study, so I'm trying to learn like what's best for me, because I've never been required to study. But when you're learning so much information, like, you have to keep up with it. It's just, it becomes too much, and if you don't get a head start on your work and stuff, you're going to become overwhelmed. You're going to stress yourself out. Your hair is going to fall out. You're literally going to die, come back to life, wake up that morning, go to the test, fail the test, and we don't want that happening, okay? Just don't procrastinate. You have to be in these books not 24/7. Of course, give yourself time, but majority of your life, once you get into the program, will be studying. And that's just the reality of it. It's a very beautiful program. It kind of just requires that. This is not just no retailing kind of job. Like, you're literally going to be changing people's lives. It's not going to be easy. Like, honestly, I wouldn't want nobody working on me if they went through school and it was easy. Like, at some point, you're going to have to learn how to cope with whatever you're going through, and just really just be on top of it. Be on top of your game. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is, and I don't know, because everybody's different, so I can only speak from my perspective, but don't really expect to have a job in the PTA program. And I'm sorry if I'm discouraging a lot of people. This is just the reality of it. But right now, I'm in classes from on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 to 4. Super time consuming. I know a lot of you are probably thinking, oh well, that's only 2 days, and that's what I'm thinking too. That's what I thought too. And then it's just so much material, so much assignments, so much stuff that you have to study. And I'm currently working Mondays and Fridays and every other weekend, and it's kind of a lie. I'm gonna literally be honest with you. It's a lot. I don't have a lot of free time, y'all. I literally, Mondays I'm working, Tuesdays I'm at school, Wednesdays are my study days, Thursdays I'm at school, Fridays I'm working, and then every other weekend I'm working. And it's honestly a lot. Like, not to mention that I have been neglecting my family. I have been neglecting my boyfriend. Like, I've never been so deprived of the things that I love the most. And it's honestly, it throws me off. Like, it really does, because of course I want to go see my mom, and of course I want to spend time with my boyfriend. But honestly, our spending time has become him coming over to like my house or whatever, and me studying, and we're just kind of in each other's presence. And that's just what it is. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of getting off topic, but having a job on top of everything is not helping. So definitely prepare yourself. Like, if you decide that you want to do PTA school, make sure you're prepared financially. And if honestly, if you got to take that risk out and take that loan out, do what you got to do to get what you need, to get where you need to be, and to get where you need to where you want to be. Okay, so just do what you got to do, but don't come into this PTA program thinking that you're going to work a full-time job, because it's just not realistic. The next thing I want to talk about is, don't really expect to be perfect getting through PTA school. I've tried it already, and and I've dramatically failed. I think once you kind of work yourself up on this number, you tend to not really focus on the bigger picture. I think you'll just run yourself crazy always trying to get that 100. Just because a person have 100 and everything, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be the best PTA. You know, there's other qualities in PTA. It's not just having an A in every class. That's an amazing quality to have, and I'm not discouraging it. But I'm saying there has to be some kind of balance. Don't work yourself up on a number too much. And us Americans, we tend to do that. We are very obsessed with numbers when it comes to testing. Very obsessed. And of course, do your best. Do all that you can. Just don't stress yourself out trying to be perfect in the program. Okay, and the last point I really want to make, and I think this is probably a really good point, like one of my favorite points, like don't expect to go through school alone. Like it's very, very nice to have associates, and it's very nice to have study buddies that you can go through school with. Recently I got together with, I've managed, like it's the 3rd week of school, and I'm out here looking for my study group. Like I'm really taking this thing like I'm dating people. Like I've been able to form, like I studied one time with a couple people, and I'm not necessarily sure how effective it will be. Of course, I will study with them again. Like, I'm always down for studying. Listen, if you're in my program, I'm always down for studying with you. Like, I'm down because I need it. Especially, I love studying with other people too. But sometimes, I think the problem with my first group that I started studying with is we like each other a lot. And I don't know how effective it was. Like, we're kind of all like very similar people in a way, and we definitely got distracted majority of the time, and I was just like I didn't really get a lot of work done. But recently I started studying with a different group, and these, like the group that I'm studying with now, they're really encouraging because they are 2 women that are really on top of their stuff. Like they really are. And as you may know, as I stated in the beginning of the video, I'm not really much of a studier, so I'm just out here trying to find my techniques and stuff, and I think I'm definitely doing it with the right people. And definitely try to find people that benefit you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can all be beneficial to someone, some way, shape, or form, but sometimes you can get in a study group and it may not be beneficial to you, and now that's holding you back. You probably could have done better studying alone. But definitely be with people that are on top of their game. You don't want to be in that slacking study group, you know. But for the most part, that really wraps up my video. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know a lot of my friends from PTA school are probably going to watch this video. Definitely drop down in the comments what y'all think about this video. I know this video is a little bit different because it's not really pertaining to a lot, like it doesn't like really relate to a lot of people because everybody doesn't want to go to PTA school. But thank you guys so much for tuning into my video. I really appreciate the people that take the time out to watch my videos. Definitely like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video. I know this video probably isn't going to get a lot of views. This is like more of a serious kind of video, more of an informative kind of video, so I can see that it's not really entertaining unless you want to be in the program. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and turn that post notification on, y'all. I love you guys so much. Continue to do what you want to do in life. You can do it no matter how hard it is. If it's your calling, God got you. I got you. Everybody reach out to me. If you're going through something, just reach out to me. I'm gonna try my best to reach out to everybody. I know I'm probably gonna get like 15 views, but I don't care. I love you guys. Stay tuned. I got a bunch of bangers coming up. I'm sorry I've been neglecting you guys. I've been busy, y'all. I've been extremely busy, and I'm gonna try to still continue to post at least once every 2 weeks. Before I was posting maybe 2 to 3 times a week. I can't do that no more. I'll be honest with y'all. I can't do it anymore. But I love you guys. Goodbye.